All right, guys, welcome back. Today I want you to meet Doug. Doug is a little different than some of our clients I've mentioned recently. He's a successful entrepreneur, type A personality, runs marathons, and a sort of take no prisoners kind of human being, in a good way. And for the last decade, he's been on a very deep biohacking and optimization journey, utilizing all of the techniques, the machines, the gadgets, the supplements that he could find, and of course, the real strict diets. Doug felt good and didn't have any noticeable major problems in his life. However, after seeing testimonials of the multi $100 million entrepreneurs that we work with who take their life and their business to the next level using our protocols, he wanted to give it a try. In this video, Doug goes more in depth on his journey with Detox and our process specifically. He explains why he felt like our process was just more effective and deeper than anything he's ever come across when it comes to his health. And if you're a high performer, someone who's doing a lot with their time and energy, and if you're not sure whether Detox is for you and if you need it or not, you're going to want to watch this interview with Doug. So let's dive in. All right. So yeah, Doug, welcome. You just finished the mastermind. We'd love to hear your thoughts about this process, this journey, and how this was for you.
I've been on my health journey for a while, and I've tried pretty much everything under the sun. I love this type of stuff, trying to just gradually make yourself better and better and better. I've tried everything. You start with keto, you get your sauna, you get your plunge, you get every single supplement, you get your Whoop. And when I found this it really helped me accomplish some of the things that I wanted to get done, even though I was in very good health. The slight bit of fatigue that I was plagued with, despite doing so much already, it's gone. I don't need a coffee in the morning. I wake up like I slept rather than wanting to go back to sleep, which I never understood. It never really made sense to me. Why am I plagued with fatigue all day when I eat great, I work out great, I have a great supplement program? What's the problem here? And throughout this, I finally slashed that bit of fatigue. And for that, I really appreciate it. So after 3 months of this, I've learned it doesn't take as much time anymore to do this. In the beginning, I was working on this for 3 hours a day. Now I have a lot of the protocols that you guys have given to me. They're just sort of programmed. I do them. They're really easy. It's just become a part of my life. And I can pretty much do this without leaving much guesswork anymore. So it's just become a part of my routine. You learn a skill. You come in thinking it's going to be 3 months, and you really just learn something that's going to last a lifetime. That's how I feel about it.
But I'll just ask a couple of questions and see if anything authentically comes to you, right? So how has it made you think about your health or your mind and your body differently?
It's made me question every single thing that goes into my body, because you don't see this stuff. You don't see the parasites. You don't start smelling bad from heavy metals coming out of you without this stuff happening. That's real stuff. Your HRV doesn't start rising after you're done with the parasites when you start eating in correct order. I had been doing all the correct stuff, but a lot of this stuff was just it's, to me, this program where no one's really had a great protocol like this. There's just nothing like this offered. I was already in pretty good touch with my health, but if someone was willing to put in the time and didn't know a lot about their health, and you have to put in the work, if they put in the tough work to get this done, I don't think that there would be anything close to this. I mean, this, along with some knowledge about, exercise, this would be the silver spoon of health. I'm happy I got to get in touch with you guys again, because I wanted to say thank you, and I owe you guys a lifetime of gratitude.
Why is this worth, depending on someone's obviously bank account, why is this worth that price?
Spending the money I think that's the easy part. You have to put in the hard work, but you save it in mental clarity. You save it in time. I get up early in the morning and I work on really hard stuff, and I get through them quicker now. So 10K over a lifetime, it's really not that much. You save it in quality sleep, you save it in brain power, you save it in the knowledge of how to avoid things that make you feel horrible. I've been prescribed Adderall my whole life. I don't take it very often, but when I do, it is like this overwhelming sensation. It's like my stress goes up. I really can't handle one. But if I give it to my mom or a friend, my mom wouldn't actually know if she was on it.
What did you like about John? What did he bring to the table? What did you appreciate about him?
John's not an intimidating guy. He's really someone that you feel like you can confide in, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And it's good to have that sort of feeling when it's someone that you're dealing with. You know, some people don't feel comfortable talking about their health, this sort of stuff. And I feel like talking to John about it, no one would have quite an issue because it would be very judgment free. That's my feeling. You're great, Josh. Really. A lot of fun. A lot of fun stuff. And
You're very like in the now, you're very in touch with yourself. But on the spiritual side, did you sense a lot of growth on that side of who you are? That's a big part of this journey. And I was curious, like what your thoughts were there and what you experienced with regard to some of Josh's teachings and things like that that went beyond just the physical detox.
yeah, absolutely. 100%. I've done a lot of work like that in the past. I've done some hallucinogens, like the real ones. I've been meditating for years, but this, when you really get in touch and things just sort of flow a lot better. When you meditate first thing in the morning and you put the phone away, I've been doing that for a half hour. It really helps a lot. Keeping my phone in airplane mode all the time. Doing a lot of just clean cuts where you totally focus on one thing for an hour, then you cut it another 20 minutes. This getting in touch and keeping your phone off for it just helps you get into a different sort of flow that I hadn't really reached before without the use of stimulants. This has allowed me to get into better focus, which yeah, I feel I really feel the best I've ever felt. So, and I've worked really hard on this. I just want to thank you guys so much. Really,
Yeah.
it's been a lot of fun. I like doing the hard work. Doing the hard work. It's easy to write the check for me, or I
Yeah.
think it's easy to write the
Yeah.
check to do the hard work. So I can't thank you guys enough. I owe you a lifetime of gratitude, and I really hope that we cross paths again.